Hey everybody. Sorry that I was late last week. I've been fighting off an illness. My whole family has actually. So I missed last week's upload, but we're going to try to recover this week. Instead of doing the whole 3 spreads in one video, I'm going to try to break them up. So hopefully the videos won't be as long and we'll just do individual spreads. Again, I'm only doing collective energy. I don't do personal readings. I specifically am working with the collective energy. I feel like we don't need to make things personal because we're all working with a lot of the same stuff. Either this is your reading or it's not. Take what resonates, leave the rest. If it's not yours, it's not yours, but feel free to, enjoy it anyways. But we're going to start with just the original collective reading, and then I'll later on today I'll try to do a couple more readings of the you, me, and the situation in between, and then we might do a Celtic Cross with just the tarot or the playing cards after that at some point. So, but this is just collective. We're looking at what we're working with right now. Be advised, the full moon energy is rearing and ready to go right now, so you might be feeling pretty emotional. A lot of emotions and hidden feelings are going to come to the surface to be processed and released. Please try to be sure you're doing that in as healthy a way as possible. So let's get going here. I also might release some videos later, or a video later, on dreams, specifically my experience with dreams and what I understand of them based on my experience. I have had very vivid prophetic dreams now for as long as I can remember. So at some point I may release a video about that as well. Okay, Dark Lady keeps popping up underneath, which I don't mind seeing her there at all. It means that we definitely have hopefully some good, accurate information coming. A lot of people use these readings for healing purposes. That's how I would recommend you use them. Spiritual guidance, healing, you're going to pick things up. You're going to pick things up about understanding human behavior even, and we're here to learn, right? So all information that you can pick up on the human psyche and human behavior and how people function is useful. I do use the fairy decks. They are a lot of fun. They like to make sense out of nonsense, which I think is fantastic. They're usually pretty lighthearted, which is a nice change compared to what's going on these days. So I'm going to cover her up here. We have the Bright Mother underneath the deck. That is good. It's very good. Amazing energy. So I love to see the Bright Mother. All right. Oh, already dropped one. So the one that flipped out is the Unity card. Love the Unity card. The Unity is, as I've stated before, what we are all. This should be the goal of everybody. So in the main topic, the main situation right now is unity is at the forefront of people's minds collectively, and that is a good thing. We all need to start pulling together, whether it's just in your own personal situations or in your collectively as communities, as countries, as whatever. Pulling together is very important right now. Also, it keeps in the back of my mind, it keeps saying, you need to say this, you need to say this. I know the full moon energy is going to affect everybody differently, but me personally, as a Cancer rising, Cancer North node, I am finding that it's a very, for me, it's coming with a very grounded, believe it or not, very serene, calming, cleansing energy, actually, where it's just kind of washing over in a very cleansing way. And that is wonderful, wonderful energy, which is another reason why it's cool that the Bright Mother came out, because that would, to me, be very Cancerian energy. The Bright Mother, she's all about nurturing and being the mother of humanity and abundance and just really good energy. Underneath the deck that came out with the unity is Faf the Footer. Faf the Footer has a tendency to check people's feet. And when he checks your feet, he's checking for moss and he's checking for algae and anything that might keep you from being grounded. So it might be important to ground during this time and to stay as grounded as possible so that we can achieve unity. All right, let's get a companion card for the unity card, please. Can we get a companion card for unity? Or is this just what we're going to focus on right now? Oh. So, we actually got 3 cards. We got the Death card, the Friends card, and Singer of the Chalice. Beautiful cards. So on the table we have 1, 10, 8, 3 all together. So that's how they all break down. But so if those numbers are significant to you, I know 1s and 2s are very significant to me. So the fact that we're seeing, 112 is kind of a universe winking at me there. So the Death card is not about physical death necessarily, but it's about transformation and the transformation of things that are unseen. And then the Friends card is all about sharing in community and supporting each other. And the Singer of the Chalice is all about love. It's very much like, and it doesn't have to be romantic love. It can be any kind of love. Loving your neighbor, loving your friends, being supportive in your community, leading your heart with love, opening up your heart chakra and being there for people. And that is, if we are working on transformation through loving in community and building friendships and networks and support, that is how we would achieve unity. So it's very straightforward, very profound. Again, another reason why I love these cards. But it appears as though that is the topic today during this full moon. And then underneath we have the Singer of Courage and the Guardian of the Gate. So yes, we are being tested, and we have to exhibit courage so that we can transform through pulling together as communities and offering each other love and support during this time so that we can be unified. Let's see if there's any advice for this reading. This looks like it's pretty straightforward, so it might be, I mean, that kind of looks like the advice, but get a couple more cards here, and then we'll be done. It's going to be a quick reading today. Ah, yes. Laguna. And let's get one more. Can we get a companion card for Laguna? Laguna is about the muck and the mire and actually going into the mud and kind of coming out clean. It's about getting down in your own mud bog and cleansing your own soul, looking within, and grounding through the Oakmen. The Oakmen are, they're steady. They stay true throughout time. It's very earth energy. Which would make sense, right? Because if we're talking about Cancerian energy, which there's a lot of Cancerian energy. We got cups, we got, shallow waters and mud. The unity, we saw Bright Mother show up at the beginning. But the complementary opposite in the astrology wheel would be Capricorn energy, which when it's healthy is very, very grounded. Very grounded energy. So we need to continue to stay grounded, stay steady, and offer each other support through love and friendship. It's a great companion card for these. And kind of just be those steady anchors in our communities. Obviously, we're all at different levels and different points in our personal evolution and our growth, but as we grow and learn that this is about more than just us, it's bigger than us, everything around that's going on is bigger than us, and we start to see past our own personal spheres and start to see, once we've worked on ourselves, how can we help the community grow and progress in, the greater scope of things. It is important for us to stay grounded and to offer that really strong, steady, anchored strength for other people to be able to lean on us so that they can kind of draw some of that strength that they need in their times of need. So this was a really, really good reading. I enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed it too. Please like, share, subscribe. It'll help to get the videos in circulation and help to build the channel. And I will be back in a little while, hopefully, with the next reading, the yours, mine, and yours, theirs, and what's in between. So have a great day.